So after modeling our part, we need to get this ready for the 3D printer. So I've already saved this. I've called it LED light-based settle. Put your last name on there so it shows up when you go to print. And now I'm going to go to File, Save As Flyout, and you're going to do a Save Copy As. You're going to select an STL as your file type. You're going to go to Options, and you're going to make sure that it's set for millimeters for units and high resolution. You're going to hit OK on that, and then you just need to name this. Now, LED light-based settle, that's probably not all going to show up on the 3D printer. The screen only displays like 12 characters, so I'm going to say settle LED. So I know it's mine when I pop it in. Make sure there's still a period there before the STL. And we'll hit save on that. So that saves my STL. Then I need to go to Flash Print. So down on my Start menu, I'm going to type in Flash. Flash Print should come up. You're going to get a couple menus here. You're going to say no to downloading a new one. You're going to close this. You're most likely, if it's the first time, going to have to set up the machine type. So you want to make sure it's a FlashForge Creator Pro. That's the model that we have. And then you're going to load in your part. So you're going to have to go to your folder. There's the one I just created, Settle LED. We'll hit open on that. Yes, it's off the platform. That's not going to print real nice like this, so I'm going to go to Rotate. I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to click on the Rotate button again to bring up my full window. I'm going to use the positive and negative 90 options to rotate. Please don't try to hand rotate this thing. And you want to flip this over until it's upside down. That's going to be our best printing option. Then I'm going to go to Move, and I'm going to say On Platform and Centered. If I go to View, I can hold my right mouse button down and see it's in the middle. And this will not need any supports because the angle is less than 45 degrees. So now I want to pick the extruder color. Right now I have black loaded on both left extruders, so I'm going to select left extruder for that. I don't need any support, so I'm going to go right into the print menu, and I'm going to print this directly on the base with no raft. So I'm going to go to Supports, Disable, and I'm going to go Raft, disable that as well. And then I'm going to go open up more options. What I find with this printer, layer height of 0.2, first layer height of 0.3 works pretty nice. Shells, we're going to bump those up to 5 for all shells. Infill at 15 is great at a hexagonal. Most of it's going to be solid anyway. Then you're going to go over to speeds. I'm going to have you drop your print speed down to 50, travel speed to 80, and then temperatures, left extruder. And that's if you want black. If you've selected right extruder, that's what will show up here. 240 degrees for a filament and 85 for a platform. At that point, I'd probably save that configuration just so you don't have to keep doing that. And then you're going to hit OK. You're going to put this in the folder that you're working in right now. It's going to be a .x3g file. And when you're ready to 3D print, this will go on an SD card, which I'll help you with after I check your work. So this says it's going to take 4 hours and 52 minutes. If I use the slider here, it says it's 190 layers. I can bring that down. You can see in a couple spots where it's going to give you that little honeycomb fill, but most of it's going to be solid all the way down through because of how thin our wall thickness is. Right there you can see that 15% infill. But at this point, you're ready for me to check it out and ready to 3D print. Thanks for watching.